Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I have the wrong screen up after the. I've changed the orientation of my monitors because of the fact that I was doing the scrolling. So I used to have it up above. Now I have it to the right. So that's what's messing me up. But good evening and welcome to. We don't know what the heck we're doing, but let's talk shop with Russ.
Have we ever?
Yeah,
Right.
you would think I have not done this show in like a year because I go for 1 week and don't have a show, and I have to learn the whole damn thing over again. Old timers is really kicking in, I assure you. But welcome. I'm trying to see if we're all up and running on all the other networks.
YouTube's up.
Yeah, YouTube's up.
Twitch is up. We're live on Twitch.
We are live on Twitch. Yeah,
Twitch
see
is
this.
live with the sound of music.
The hills are alive. The sound of music.
Are we live on Facebook?
Brenda?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Everybody's accounted for.
Well, that's good. I'll put Facebook up here.
Okay, girl.
And you say we're live over on Twitch, so good.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, you would think that I had not done a show in like 10 years because tonight it was like I'm trying to relearn. I'm like, how do I one show and I go back into relapse? So the old timers is definitely kicking in. So, and I do want to say one thing to my very special friend who is here tonight, Jim. You had your surgery and you're already back on the show.
That's dedication.
How that's dedication. How are you
I
feeling?
didn't want to miss a check.
Yeah. But how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling?
It's a little rough, but today's the first day I've been able to get up and get around and stuff. But I can't lift my arm up, so I got to pull it around. So but
Now is that expected to go away?
Yeah, I guess he said there was a lot of the nerve passage that's coming out. One of the joints there was completely blocked off. So it took him 3 hours to do the surgery. So I was in there for a while.
Well, I'm hoping and praying that you'll come back to normal.
Yeah, it'll take a while, but I'll be back.
Yeah, and thank you so very much. I mean, that's dedication. The guy had neck surgery. He showed a picture on Facebook. It looked like they had filleted his neck open, and he's back here tonight. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to talk about lasers. It's no in-depth thing. I bought a laser. Dixon is the problem. Yeah, Dixon's the problem. I want to say another word, but I don't want to do it live. So
I can explain if you want me to, Russ.
yeah. So if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up, a like while you're there on Facebook. I appreciate it. Or Facebook on YouTube. See that thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, and if you will also subscribe, that'd be appreciated. And if you'll click on the little bell up there anytime I go live, woo, yeah, the bell will show you that I'm going live. When a girl has no name, here is
Lady Frenzy Wicked Truth.
Yeah.
Welcome, friends.
6 minutes late, I want a refund. That's what when a girl has no name said 6 minutes. Hey, we weren't 6 minutes late. You were just 6 minutes early.
I think she was late.
Let me talk about my wonderful sponsors, and they are Devobal Technologies. For web design, development, hosting, visit devobal.com. FastCap, innovative products for the professional woodworker. Go to fastcap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit rockler.com. Bearwood Supply, your best choice for hard-to-find woodworking supplies. Go to bearwood.com. Klingspor, the standing specialist, woodworkingshop.com. Seiko, scroll saw specialist, seiko.com. And Scroll Naval. What did I say? Scroll what? Scroll Native. Yeah, Scroll Naval. Scroll Native. Yeah, dust collection for your scroll saw. You can find them on Amazon. And Brenda, tell us where we can find you.
You can find me any place that there's trouble.
And you're at the right place tonight.
I'm Brenda G of Brenda G's Designs. You'll find me primarily on YouTube and Facebook. I've got a Facebook page there where I post all kinds of silly stuff, and then I've got a YouTube channel where I do comedy and crafts and do a live stream every Thursday night with Matt Hawes, and we have a lot of fun. There's going to be a drawing on this coming Thursday night, and if you're not in for the drawing, you need to get in on it. It's our 100th anniversary show.
What are we drawing? I got my pencil.
We're drawing for a box of goodies.
Yeah, see?
I've got a whole box of goodies, and there's a couple other channels that's chipping in. We've got Ken over at Easy Tips and Tricks says that he's going to donate a hand-carved fork that he carved out. And we've got Makers Media Network, Steve over there. He's donating a Mind Equals Blown t-shirt. So you're all going to want to get in on this. I've got a whole box of stuff over here, and I keep adding to it.
Simply Wooden Creations will add a $25 Visa gift card.
All righty. There we go. So the pot's going up. And
yep, $25 Visa gift card. You just tell me who to send it to, and I'll send it to them.
All right.
Pot? Someone say pot?
If you'd like to get in on this, is all you got to do is send an email to me. And the email address is brenda.gibson@gmail.com. Very simple. And you put your name and your address in the body of the email, and you put as the subject line, Christmas giveaway. And that way I can get
you. Have to be present to win.
You don't have to be present to win. You can live anywhere in the world.
So it's Brenda.
Yeah, the Visa gift card's pretty easy to send. You don't have to worry about.
Brenda.gibson@gmail.com.
Yes.
And the subject line is
Christmas giveaway.
Christmas.
We have Michelle Marcoux.
All right.
When a girl has no name, James Parker. Aussie Man is out there. All
Aussie
those
Man.
people are, yeah, Aussie Man. Yes, they're all out there. So
Dan
good.
Andy's out there too.
Huh?
Dan Andy is out there too.
Andy's out there. Who's Andy?
Dan Andy.
Oh, Dan Ingy from Dan Ingy Woodworking.
Yes, sir.
He must have been in the earlier. Dixon Hoffman.
JJE's out there.
I don't see Dan Ingy.
Yep.
Maker Deloach. 238.
Hey, Maker.
238 Deloach is out there. Old Cranky Workshop. That's Chris Ahern. What are you doing? All right. So next is Paul.
Hey, I'm Paul Corliss, Paul's Messy Workshop, and you can find me right in this little box right here on Saturdays.
Right there. Right there.
That's all you want to say?
Talk about his laser.
Other than you got screwed on your laser because they misadvertised. Yeah. It isn't what they said it was.
Yeah, Dixon, I don't want to hear from you tonight. Hoffman is here.
Because Dixon said.
Okay, hold on once. Hey,
I
Siri.
don't think he's correct, and I'll tell you what. I think Dixon's full of crap.
Hey, let me ask Siri. Now hold on. Siri, does Russ have a good laser?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me hold on one more. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, it said yes.
Brenda, you got to get your 8-ball out.
Yeah,
Siri,
ask the 8-ball, Brenda.
Siri, does he have a better laser than me? No. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Come on, Brenda.
Brenda, what does your
Boy, Siri's
8-ball
voice
say?
sure has changed.
I don't even know where the 8-ball is. Well, wait a minute. Yes, I do too.
Dixon, you
It got away from me.
Dixon, you suck. Anyway, go ahead.
You can find me. You can find me at HuffmanSignsAndDecals.com.
Yeah. Al.
Yeah, I'm Al Forte. Kilroy79763 all over the place. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. 2 p.m. on Sundays. You can find me on Instagram. And it's great to be here with this laser expert sitting right there. We're
not
gonna
an
definitely be
Don't let him fool you. He knows nothing.
waiting for the wisdom that
He
comes
don't
out.
know anything. He's lying to you. Brenda, what did the 8-ball say about my? Do I have a good laser?
It says most likely.
Most likely.
There you
See,
go.
I trust the 8-ball over Dixon.
And
That
Siri
means most
and Siri
likely
said
not,
yes.
too.
Siri said yes. You have a good laser.
Chris.
Hey gang, Chris here at the Old Cranky Workshop. You'll find me on YouTube, Facebook, and your local Irish pub in Southwest Florida. And unlike these computer-driven people, I'm a woodworker. So,
You're an analog woodworker, huh?
yes.
Yeah. And
With
I want to
craftsman
say something
skills.
tonight. Jim is here, and he just had surgery on his neck, and he stuck it out and is here. And he said he loved us so much that Jim's the man. He's here. And so tell us, well, first off, introduce yourself, but tell us what you went through this week.
Jim Bashir's from Driveway Workshop, and I've been having problems with the left side of my body for a while. So they went ahead and put some plates in my back and dug all the bone out of the nerve exits. And so now I have to wait for my left arm to start working again. It doesn't quite work yet, but they said it's normal. It should come back. And today's about the first day I've been able to get up and walk around since last Friday. I had surgery. Yeah. So,
Wow.
So we're hanging in there and just have
Hanging in, hanging out, and hanging on, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you being here tonight. I really do. Because I know you dealt with or have done some stuff with lasers too. So
Yeah, I got one K40 back there.
yeah.
I don't know if it's as good as yours, but
Well, mine is the ORTUR. How do you pronounce that?
Orchard.
Orchard.
Orchard. Yeah.
Orchard.
They call it an
Yeah.
orchard.
And I said it was 20 watts, and Dixon said there ain't no way it's 20 watts. And I told Dixon I'll kick him off the show if he says there's anything more. So it said 20 watts. I paid the extra for the damn 20 watts.
Oh boy.
No, you paid extra for the sticker. That says 20 watts.
Actually, there's no place on it. Oh no, it does say it on the thing that says 20 watts. Yes, it does say it on it. But Dick's telling me that can't be 20 watts. It's only like, but I don't believe Dick's. I mean,
Hey, Aussie Man has a question out there.
You know the Chinese.
he
They
tells
put 20
me
on
these
there. That means you
fantasy
paid
things,
20
he
extra
tells me
dollars.
that- Huh?
Aussie
means-
Man has a question out there.
Yeah, I think he's full of baloney. And that's a polite way of
Oh, that's
seeing
right.
it too, by the way. But
Now, is it American
Anyway.
bologna or German bologna?
well, it's baloney, whichever way you want to speak it. Dixon's full of
My
baloney.
baloney has a first name. It's OSC.
Yes. Mine is
Your
a second
baloney
name,
has a
M-A-Y-E-R.
first name. OSCA.
OSCAR, my baloney has a second name. What was that? How's it go?
It's M-A-Y-E-R.
MAYER, yeah. Oscar Mayer.
okay. Hey,
But I don't
if
believe
we don't the show,
I'm just discounting anything that Dixon. I'm going to do a public service announcement. Anything that Dixon says tonight, just don't believe it.
You're gonna
I don't
Dixon
believe it.
count
I
anything
just
he
don't
says,
believe it.
right?
I just don't believe it. So anything comes out of that mouth, just discard it because it's not true. So
Here he
anyway,
was just saying how nice a show you
Yeah,
got.
it draws 20 watts. That's what
It
it does.
draws
Oh,
20
it
watts.
draws.
20 watts.
Okay. See, now he changed it. Before he said it wouldn't do 20 watts. Now he says drawing 20 watts.
It's,
Yeah, but
no,
that's what
not
the motors
not
run.
drawing, not
Yeah.
drawing. I mean, if you put a clamp meter on it, it'll come out to 20 watts.
Yeah,
That it
Yeah.
sucks,
yeah.
not draws.
That's the motors moving around and everything.
See what I'm saying?
So how powerful is the laser?
He spews out just misinformation. I wouldn't listen to him. I think I'm gonna block him so he can't be back on here anymore. So anyway, but I indulged into, and actually it's his fault.
We blame
It's
him.
his fault.
It works
Right
nice.
there.
You're
Dixon's
happy.
fault. So you misled me into buying this thing that wouldn't be 20 watts when you told me it was going to do that. What I said. See, either way you go, you told me to buy this laser.
And I said, you're going to have a lot of fun, and that's going to engrave anything you want. And it does. And now you found out it cuts a little, so you really like me now.
Nice
My
turn.
ex-car
I bought
too,
the
guys.
laser. I bought a laser. And let me, first off, I'll guess I'm going to have to screen share. Let me see if I can screen share the one I bought. Now, I bought the one that is, when I bought mine, I got it on a Black Friday deal.
Sounds like you
So
got it on a black
therefore-
market.
I thought he was going to say black market too. Yes.
No, it was Black Friday.
Underground Atlanta on Black Friday. Just kind of just.
Did it come in a black box?
With a special sticker.
For
Right.
20 watts.
Okay,
This
so I
is
can't pull it
CE.
up. It won't let me pull it up. So hold on.
Did it say CE on it?
ORTUR. Laser Master 2.
Hey, Aussie Man asked a question earlier, and I didn't get to ask it. He says, "What did one laser say to the other?"
Oh God.
How bright are
baby,
you?
burn. It's in between time, Russ. Just trying to.
I said, how bright are you?
Yeah, there you go. But that was a
Here's
light
another.
bulb.
All right, so I got this one and do this share. Well, that didn't work out.
It doesn't look like a laser.
You want me to help you on how to share a screen?
Ooh.
The Paul calling the Russ share screen.
Yeah, all of y'all are not wanting to be on here tonight, really, are you?
I
Dixon,
just want to
did you see
recognize
the-
I've sat here quietly and let you guys
Russ.
get in trouble.
Russ, you get what you pay for, Russ.
Dixon,
All right,
did you
can
see
you
the
see
block rate on
my-
the?
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
can we ever?
So that's the one that I purchased, and it was on a Black Friday sale for $299. It's regularly $398, so I got like $100 off.
Does it
Now, how
say
big is that
21
thing?
on there? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Look.
So how big is it? It's about 20 by 20. I'm going to say that in roughly in inches, maybe.
Wow. That's taking up a lot of real estate.
It does exactly what I want it to do.
All right.
Yeah, they're
So,
perfect size.
They had a Black Friday sale, and this was on for $299, and it's regular $398. When I bought it, it was $299, and I ordered it and got it in, and I've been playing around with it, and it's done great. And I
Now,
would
do you have to
tell you
leave
this.
that hooked up to the computer?
Yes, you have to have a computer you have to have that's what drives the software, which is laser. I'm gonna say Gerbl, GRBL, but it will also accept another software which is Lightburn.
Whoa.
So but this is what I bought. I have been very, very, very satisfied. I mean, when you pay $300 for something, you're actually going to the point of going like, really? Is it like worth it? Am I going to get a piece of junk and everything? The reason I bought it was for number one, as it came through Amazon. So if I didn't like it, I can take it back or I can send it back. All right. Amazon has that thing. If I didn't like it, I could send it right back. And actually, I can send it back up until January. Sometime in January, give me a date that I can send it if I don't like it. So, but I asked Dixon what kind of he had, and he had kind of like given me a little guidance. And I know I'm giving him a hard time, but he has been a plethora of information and good information. And Dixon, I do thank you. I thank you so very much because I'm giving him a hard time because that's the thing I do. I just give people a hard time. So.
That's the way.
But no, everything I've asked him, he's responded back and guided me through some of the stuff. But I was concerned. But when you buy something like this, and I mean, $300 is a chunk of change. It doesn't matter who's paying the $300. It's a chunk of change. So you're thinking to yourself, will this thing do what I want it to do? Yes, it will. If you don't have any like expectations that it's going to first off, it's about 400 by 430 millimeters is about 20 by 20. Somebody convert that.
Yeah,
for me.
that's about right because
it's 16 by 17.
Okay.
15 point. It's 15.8 or whatever, and the other one is like 16. So I say 16 by 17.
Right.
But
so
it's a perfect size.
So that's the amount of that's the biggest thing you can engrave. So but most of my stuff that I want to engrave is that size or less. So I went like, yep, that's the one I want. That'll be good for me for right now. Because when you look at some of the other lasers that I were looking at, they were like $3,000. And I'm cheap. Like, hey, I can't afford no $3,000. I ain't paid off my bathroom yet. My wife's sitting in a Whirlpool tub washing her butt tonight on and it's on a credit card. So thank God I did.
Is there a video?
I don't have. It's through Home Depot. It's on the credit card, my Home Depot credit card, and I pay no interest until 2021.
Is
so
there
I can
a video?
Well, I'm not going to show you my wife's ass. So,
well, you brought it up.
What?
So anyway, I can't afford that. But then Dixon was talking about the ones that he had, and you spent. How much have you spent on some of your lasers?
My laser, the same size as you. What I did is I got a knockoff, a cheaper one, so it's not as strong as yours. I paid $189, so mine only goes up to 5, but you got a top of the line one, which is 7 watts. Okay. And here's the little thing when people, if they decide to buy it, they have to be careful because here's what they're putting on that tag. And it tells you right there, electrical power, 20 watts. But you have the best laser because you have the 7 watt. And that's the highest a blue laser can go. That's why you can cut pretty good with yours.
There you go.
See, I did something right.
Yeah, that's a nice laser. See, they didn't have that company didn't come out yet when I bought mine. They had a couple knockoffs, and then all of a sudden they came out in the last couple of years, and then you had a choice of buying 3 different lasers.
I'm getting an echo from somebody who's got something in the background. Every time he speaks or I speak, I can hear it.
Yeah, somebody's got YouTube or something on in the background.
Nope.
Yeah, somebody's got something in the
And I've been
background.
muted the whole time, by the way.
Because it's an echo coming back. And I know it's not me because I'm looking at my computers. All of them are muted.
My YouTube is muted. I'm good.
So Dixon got me into this situation. It's all
So it's his fault.
We blame Dixon.
So when I showed him that one, and he goes, "Yeah, that's a nice one." So I went ahead and bought it. And especially since it was a Black Friday deal for only $299, which was, I just showed you, it was normally at $400. So I went ahead and bought it. And I want to tell you, I'm impressed. I did not expect it to be able to cut through plywood or any other thing. I wanted it to engrave. That's all I expected out of it, was just to be able to engrave some stuff. And it has met and exceeded those expectations.
Have you tried engraving anything but wood?
No, I haven't tried anything but wood. All mine's been 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch Baltic birch plywood as of right now. And I put it on its maximum strength on a few things. For instance, I put it on Facebook. I don't have it here.
By the way, Jim dropped out.
He
said he'd be in the chat in a few
minutes. Right, I understand that. He's
gonna be hurting still.
Yeah,
he. I pray for him every day. I mean, let me get here onto mine. That picture.
He had some pretty serious surgery.
Yes,
he did.
Hopefully this time it'll work out.
So let's go with screen share.
Paul, you had some surgery similar to that, didn't you?
Yep.
Share.
Yep. Oh, I didn't have as serious as what he had.
All right. Can y'all see these?
Yes, we can, Russ.
Yep.
All right. So these are some of the first things that I did. And this is right out of the box using laser. Was it gerbil or GRBL? Yeah.
Laser Gerbil. You're right. Gerbil.
Yeah, Gerbil. This is right out of the box using laser Gerbil. This Happy Thanksgiving, which you can't see really clear, the corn cobs, the kernels of corn on the corn cobs burnt really dark. So they weren't quite as clear as I would have liked for them to be. Once again, right out of the box, I had no clue what I'm doing, and I just sent it on its little merry way. A Merry Christmas turned out fantastic. This Merry Christmas turned out fantastic. This turned out awesome. The only problem that I had with the Happy Thanksgiving is, once again, some of the places where the line should have been really fine definition, they were burnt too deep. Once again, it was out of the box. I did not know what I was doing.
How big are those, each individual one?
All these are probably 12 by, this one is the biggest one. This is at least 12 by 20.
Wow.
Or something close to that. Yeah, they're kind of good size. This is like 8.5 by 11. This is 8.5 by 11. This is 8.5 by 11. This is the biggest one, which I pushed it to the edge, which is, I don't want to say 20, but it's 12 by 18 or something like that. This was the biggest one I did.
No, I met a guy once who used to hand burn them on like a large postcard type of size, and he would customize them for you. and you can actually get your Christmas cards done through this guy.
Yes.
But he did them all by hand. So
Yes. So
that's why I was asking what the size was.
So those were my first burns, and I was really, really impressed using the laser gerbil, whatever you want to call it. I was really impressed. Pretty much. I put the picture in there, told it to copy it and burn it, and boom, it did it. So that was pretty off. Now I started playing around and went to the Lightburn software, and so. The Lightburn software, I've been reading up on it. And let me go back through here. Do we have any questions? If y'all would be so kind to scan back through and look and see if we have questions, because I'm talking and I'm not looking at the screen.
Well, they were just asking if you could zoom in on them pictures, but sometimes you can't on some of them.
No,
images.
I can't zoom in on those pictures. And I will tell you this much. They are intricate. They are burnt very, very, very intricate. The laser's not the problem. It's the idiot that's running it. I'm serious. It's the laser that's straight out of the box. Put the program in, download it to my computer, tell it to burn. Don't give it any parameters, and it burnt those.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's good.
So I mean, I was like, "Holy crap! An idiot can do this," and I don't have any problems. So yes. So then I got to looking, and Laser Gerbil, whatever you want to call it, is a great program, and it's free. And they even advertise it. You download it and use it. It is a fantastic program. I'm not downing that program. But then I went online, and you can download Lightburn for a 30-day free trial. Now, Lightburn is a totally it's like different from night to day. You can control every aspect of the laser with the Lightburn. You can tell the percentage. You can control everything, every aspect with Lightburn. So I was playing around with it the other day, and I tried something, and I did something, and I wish I'd brought it out, and I haven't. But I did a sheet music. Amazing Grace, and I set it for the parameters and let it burn, and it burnt it perfect. It didn't get too deep, it didn't get too dark. I lucked out. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I lucked out and burnt that. And amazing. My daughter asked me, she goes, "I want to see an Amazing Grace that you said." I can't find it. I put it somewhere, and I can't find it. But it burned it perfectly. Now, Lightburn software is only $40. It's not like you're paying $400 or $500 or $1,000 for a software. Lightburn software is only $40, and I'm doing the 30-day free trial. And I will assure you, at the end of the 30-day free trial, I will buy it because it is worth every bit of the $40. Because of the fact that you can control so many aspects of the burn compared to Laser Gerbil. Now, if you're just wanting to get started and don't have a lot of money and just download Laser Gerbil, fantastic, wonderful, great software. I'm not going to say that they aren't, because you can control some of the stuff in the burn, can't you, Dick? Go ahead and.
Yes, here's one image I just did with that cheap laser.
And that was with Laser Gerbil?
You use?
Yes, I used the little laser and Laser Gerbil.
Yeah.
And here's the other one I did the other day. Looks like a mason jar.
Yes. See? And that was done with Laser Gerbil.
Yeah.
Gerbil,
I can send you a file, Russ, that'll you tell your machine to go 500 inches a minute or a second, and then it'll burn all different lengths, strengths. It'll do these boxes and these lines, and then you can just look at it and pick which one is the best, and then you just at 500. And then that same program that I send you will burn another set of lines and boxes at 700, and so on at 800. And then you look at that chart, you say, I want to do this at 500, and I want to, if you want them darker. And that's how I made these. I just picked the numbers after I wrote a program, and then that's why it came out so good.
And you haven't sent it to me yet?
Not yet.
Aussie Man wants to know if you can get the laser to burn your signature to sign your projects.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
That'd be cool.
It is.
You can make those little things that Steve Good
very
makes.
detailed.
You
right?
can take you could take your CNC and make a pencil jig for 20 pencils, lay that on there, and then put your name in the pencils or your business name in the pencils or pens.
Yeah.
Yes.
A jig.
But now you can compete with Steve Good to make them little things to sign your work with.
Yes. I wanted a laser, and I don't have a ton of money to spend right now. And when I was talking to Dixon, and he said, why do you want to do that? Why don't you try this? And when he showed me, and I went online, and then I found this one on Amazon, I was like, and I think I sent you a picture, didn't I? I said, is this one okay? And you said, yeah.
Yep.
And he goes, yeah, that's a damn good one for the price or whatever. And I went like, all right. So I bought it. It got here in 5 days. You know, Amazon is.
But it's not 20 watt.
Brenda.
I didn't say nothing.
We're back to the 20 watts thing.
Oh my God.
It's where the sun does not shine. And it's
Been nice knowing you, Dixon.
it's between cheeks, by the way.
If anybody wants to be on the show, we're about to have some openings.
So
Please send your resume to Simply Wooden Creations.
but, I mean, it's like
Russ at simplywoodencreations.com.
you know the amount of money we're talking about $200-$300. You know, that's reasonable.
Is
That's
that pay?
reasonable for a lot of people. They could buy this thing and have it in their house or their shop or whatever and use it. And trust me, once again, I was skeptical as to what it could do. Now that I have it and I have used it on and laser gerbil, whatever you want to call it, burnt those products, I was like, holy crap, this thing actually, and yes, I can say this, it actually works. It does a dang good job of engraving and stuff. And like Dixon said, I could actually, like my scroll saw projects, if I saw one, I could actually flip it over and burn on the back of it. This was made by Russ, at simplywoodencreations.com. It will do intricate burn. Intricate. I'm talking about you can't. It's almost to the point that you can't write as small as it can burn. So, but the whole reason for this show tonight was if you're looking to get into the laser thing and you don't have a $3,000, because that's what I was looking at. I was looking at a machine that was like $3,000. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be next year after I pay off the bathtub that my wife sits in and washes her nasty butt every night.
Oh my God!
Wow. I hope she's not
you tonight,
Somebody's cut off.
right?
But yes, she's got this like whirlpool spa thing that So
Nancy, don't watch the show.
Nancy, do watch this show.
If you need a place to sleep tonight, I have an area next to my laser in the basement. You just have to get a ticket and fly to Wisconsin.
Hey, I'm close, so we got an extra army cot.
And
Trust
Dixon,
me,
is your
she
laser 20 watt?
She understands me.
I think his is 5 watts.
She's hey, we've been married for 16 years. If she don't know it by now, she won't never know it.
And she's a saint.
Yes. So but my point is if you're looking for something that you're wanting to do some crafts with, I'm telling you, this is it. This actually doesn't cost a ton of bricks, and it works. Now you have to have the software that your laser gerbil, or you have to have the Lightburn software because it totally runs off of your computer. Now I have a laptop, so actually I run it off of this laptop I'm doing my show on, and so it plugs right into your USB port. And it looks like a printer. The other end looks like a printer port where you plug the other end to it. And then it has its own little plug for power or whatever you plug it in. And a laser gerbil picked it right up, told me, yes, we found this laser, and you want to burn something, or it was pretty well idiot proof.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, pretty well idiot. So
nice knowing you, Al.
it worked, and no, it worked great. So
Yeah.
I didn't have any problem hooking it up. The big problem is I decided I was going to put it together on our dining room table. Well, the reason is because it was air conditioned in there, and it was like I put it all together. So I put a piece of cardboard underneath it, and I did a test for the laser beam test, what it tells you to go through.
These stories don't end well.
Here, hold my beer.
I was like, yeah, it started burning it all right. Yeah, on my wife's dining room table. And I'm like, oh, crap. How do I shut this damn thing off?
Now, Leonard wants to know how long does it take to make the picture or burn a dining room table?
It took about 3 seconds to set the cardboard on fire, and about 2 seconds for me to put it out and get it the hell off.
You mean you didn't video this?
No, I did not video it.
Oh man!
But, hey, I told it to burn, just do an outline.
And Leonard also wants to know: do you know any firefighters?
He was like, "What the hell is that smell?" And I was like, "It's nothing, sweetheart. It's just like." No, it didn't burn the dining room table. It burnt the cardboard on top of the dining room table. But Leonard
wants to know if you know any firefighters.
So I was like shocked that it would put out that much fumigation, however you want to put it. When cardboard burns, it puts out a lot of smoke.
Does this gerbil program thing of yours, does it come with a companion program called Habitrail?
I don't know. But anyway, as it was cutting the cardboard, the smoke was proliferia. I mean, it was abundance of smoke. And I was like, I didn't think it'd put out that much. I mean, I really didn't. I was like, holy crap, this is like filling the whole damn dining room.
Aussie Man says that it's going to burn a tattoo in your butt, so you better brace yourself when your wife gets a hold of you.
Yeah, it was a proliferia of smoke. Let me put it this way. So much of my wife come out of the bedroom going like, what the hell's burning? Fortunately, it wasn't her tablecloth. If it had been her tablecloth, I might not be here tonight because she probably killed me. But I was like, oh, burn this across here, and like, ooh, wow, it did. It burned it and smoke. Yeah, I'm like, I'm patting it out with my hand and I burnt my fingers. I'm like, so it worked.
So now you got to get her a new dining table?
No. Like I said, it was a piece of cardboard on top of the dining room table. So I was smart enough not to burn onto the dining room table. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. So now I put it in here, and I have it inside my CNC case. And the reason I have it in there is because the CNC has I have it for set up so it'll suck out the sawdust. Well, guess what? It'll suck out the burn smell from my from in here. So yeah, my shop is like really bad. So I'm not gonna show you anything until I get it over here.
Okay, well, he's doing that, Jimbo. To answer that question, this here took about, if you can see, it's a pretty big sheet. This took about an hour and a half to burn. And this thing here took
So
about
you see,
4 hours. This took about 4 hours. And don't forget,
you see it in my CNC case.
if you burn something long, don't forget to take your computer out of sleep mode or it'll get ruined because the laser will stop.
Yeah, you need to take it out of the sleep mode. If it goes into sleep mode and you're burning, it will mess whatever you're up. I get it way up there. Oh, now I'm way down here. Thank God I got pants on.
Yeah, we're glad.
But I put it inside the CNC case because of the fact that I have that tube in the back that sucks out the sawdust. So I just turn it on and it sucks all this stuff out of the shop, and so I don't have to smell it in here. Now, we'll tell you this much. Most of the ones that you've seen that I showed tonight took about an hour to an hour and a half to burn. And what was funny was when I came out to check, I have a camera that watches my CNC case, so I can watch it. In other words, from inside my house, on my phone, on my iPad, on my computer, I know what it's doing. I can watch it. What was funny is when I came back out here to check on it after burning for about 30 minutes, as soon as I came out toward my shop, I was like, whoa. Because all that smell goes out into the atmosphere, which was impregnated around my shop. So it's like I thought my shop was on fire. I was like, the camera's lying to me. And I ran in here and looked, and like, nope, it's just sucking all that smoke and everything out from the shop.
Now, does that smell stay in the wood after it burns for a little while?
It does, because I took one of them in the house and set it on the table. My wife come walking through, and she goes, "That smells like burnt wood." So yes, the burnt part does. Now, what I've learned is with a laser gerbil or gerbil, whichever one you want to call it. What I learned about that is it actually cut in so deep that if you put your hands across it and rubbed over the letters, the black would come off and taint the other wood. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I learned after doing that the first time. I was like, wow, you can't touch it. You need to immediately take it and lay it over on something. And what I'd used on the second burn was clear lacquer. I just shot some clear lacquer across it, which would seal it in. Then if you touch it, the burn does not come off. But if you take it straight off the machine and you rub across like the letters or whatever, it's burnt. It's burnt wood. So it will smear across the rest of your project, and it doesn't come off. I tried cleaning it off 2 or 3 times, and I was like, all right, I give up. So that's when I realized, all right, if you'll take it straight off your machine, and especially if you do a lot of dark burning and lay it down and spray lacquer over the top of it, that will seal that burn into it. Have you had that problem, Dixon?
No, that's all in your settings. You weren't real familiar with that laser Gerbil. That's just in the settings.
Okay.
You were doing probably the line one instead of using the pulse width modulation where you get different shading. The pulse width modulation, if you click on that button, that's your different shadings on laser Gerbil, and you were probably just doing the burn. You were doing the line art where it just burns probably full power a line.
Yeah.
It goes across and just burns it
I have
black.
no clue to what you're talking about, but it sounds good.
When you want.
Sounds
No,
good to me.
you see what I'm saying? Dixon knows a lot more than what I'm. But you're right. It was out of the box, and I just set it on whatever it did and let it burn. But I took it out, and the second one I did, I sprayed the lacquer over it, and then it sealed it. So, and do what Dixon said. Don't listen to me.
No, that's a good idea because these here, I did spray a coat of clear coat, Krylon clear coat, but you like right here is probably what you were doing with your images, like these letters. That's just a solid burn. This here is all pulse width modulation. That's why you get all the shading, and you won't get that charcoal burn. There's three modes you can put that laser in, and you click on the line art, or you click on the dithering, and that's where it does the pulse width modulations on the little dots. And that's what these are. That's why you get all the nice shading. And have
you tried any of the light burn software? Have you tried that?
Yeah, I looked at that, and you're absolutely right. But them are for the 40Ks. That's a real elaborate software, but you can do the same thing with this laser Gerbil. But that's light burn is for controlling. If you buy a Rudy controller for your 40K, that matches up with that light burn, and it gets spectacular. Then the 40 watts, you can burn big images fast. With that light burn in a 40K laser, you can burn this probably in 10 minutes. With our little Chinese one, this took like 4 hours because because
my
that
biggest
light
project took over an hour.
Yeah, that
so
light
in other words,
it goes
light
real fast.
is really insignificant compared to what I have.
Yes.
Well, I didn't pay for it. I get a 30-day free trial, so I did not 30-day free trial. I paid for it.
Your laser can't go as fast as what that light burn can do. That light burn is for a 40K, and that thing will zip across so fast. Where these take longer because they're not as strong. They're not a 40 watt. They're not.
And I agree with you because I tried the light burn on the last thing that I did, and I had a big problem trying to get it to even work. And now it makes sense to what you're saying is I turned it up to 100% and it still was barely cutting.
Yes.
So yeah, that makes more sense. A lot more sense. So I'll go back to I won't pay for the light burn. I'll go back to the laser Gerbil.
Yeah, and then I'll send you that code, that file that I made, and you'll be able to zip that across at 500, 600, 700, 800, and then you look at the power. It'll do different power strengths, and it'll have a number lasered in the wood, and then you just look at it and say, holy cow, this looks really nice at 500 if I go at this speed, and then you just set them parameters at that, and then you get the nice shading.
Yeah. See, that's the reason I keep Dixon around. He is a plethora of information. He's a plethora of information. So, but and he is. I have to admit this. Dixon's the man when you want to come to some of this stuff. He is. He's the man. And I appreciate you so much, not only for this show, but the information that you give out, free information to everybody. So it's like, I appreciate that a lot. Because he does. He gives out every show that we do, and we're talking about some of this stuff. He gives out some great information on it, and I've learned so much from him and doing some of the stuff I've been doing. So, and when I tease him about the about the like. It's all in jest, and he knows that. I'm just messing with him. He knows that. So, James Parker's out there, Aussie man. When a girl has no name,
She has no name either.
she has no name. Has no name. Are y'all laughing at me?
No,
No,
not at all.
at
No,
that name.
No.
Yeah, when a girl has no name.
Leonard Davis is out there. Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking. James Parker. All those people are out there. There's this person that keeps following me, Brenda G's Designs. I wish she'd get the hell out of here.
Ooh.
Leonard Davis. All those people are out there tonight.
Leo.
So
Here's Russ, what you were doing in the beginning when you were getting familiar. This is the line burning you were doing. See how it just burns full power, or 80% power is what they run on, so you don't burn them out. They run on 80%, which is 100%. This is just the line burning, where this is the dithering, where you get the pulse width modulation. You get different powers, so you can see the shading. And with this, you'll get that black charcoal. You'll get that charcoal that you're talking about.
Something, and I have no idea what I learned.
Every little bit helps, Russ.
Oh, I know. I was impressed. I really was. For $300, $299, I got it on the sale, Black Friday sale. I am impressed. Very impressed. It works great. It'll do everything that I want it to do. I didn't buy it. I have a scroll saw. I can cut any damn thing I want on my scroll saw. You know what I'm saying?
So
I didn't buy it to cut stuff out. I bought it to do the engraving, and so it has done that and exceeded that. So if you're looking to get on a low level, why are y'all laughing at me?
I don't know. Something
Level entry laser, then I would say, yeah, this is probably the one that you want to start with, because I wasn't paying a $3,000 for one, like the Glow Forge and all those others that are like the Mac Daddies that are really high priced and everything. I'm like, let's try this. Let's see what it'll do. And another thing, because I bought it for Amazon, I could try it for 30 days, and if I didn't like it, I could send it back.
Aussie Man wants to know, can you get one that cuts like a scroll saw?
No, well, a laser. If you spend enough money, like a Glow Forge or one of those top dollar ones, then yes, it will cut like a scroll saw.
yes.
Okay, can you set it up to burn on a curved surface?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
And actually, my laser has and I ordered it already. It has the thing that I can put under. What you have to do is raise the legs up. I have to put something underneath the four legs, but you unplug the y-axis, I think it is, axius. Isn't that right, Dixon?
Yes.
And you plug this into it, and it will burn on a curved surface.
Oh, wow.
It cost me an extra $100, and it'll be your money.
Yeah.
You set the glass on it,
Yeah.
and it
just
actually
set
rotates the glass. Or
Yes, it
whatever.
will rotate the glass.
You can do the real fancy engraving on the water on the Yeti water cups also.
Yes.
really
That's
cool.
what you want to do it on, because here's what's happening. You can't do metal with them lasers, with a blue laser. But here's what's going on. them stainless steel cups have a coating of paint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where your lips are, it's stainless steel, and underneath that you have black or red or blue.
Yeah.
And you have to, he'll be able to tell. You'll have to do an experiment. You turn that laser down to 20%, and all of a sudden it burns that paint away, and it makes it beautiful, like it's lasered. You can take.
Wow.
I took a tile, a square tile, a black square tile, or a white one. I painted a layer of green fluorescent paint and a layer of black Krylon, and I let it dry. Then I turned my laser down, and it went back and forth, and it took off the black, and underneath was the green, and it's a picture.
Wow.
It's a picture of the Hulk, and it looks really sharp because the green pops out. It burnt that top layer of black paint off. So
in other words, you can lay, like if you went and bought a Yeti cup, you could bring it home and it's like, let's say a solid blue Yeti cup, you can burn, because that is metal underneath. You can burn the paint off the top of it and engrave it.
Yes, if they have that, if they have the baked on paint, you get a Yeti cup and it's black all the way down and it's got the stainless steel trim where your lips go. You take that home, and what you're going to do is burn off that little layer of paint or epoxy or whatever they have on there. You experiment and you put 3 different settings and burn 3 different sets of letters. And then you're going to say, oh, this is a nice one. Then you use that mug and you waste that. Just keep experimenting on that one mug. And then know your settings, you write them down.
But
you take that mug back to Amazon and say,
hey, somebody sent me a used mug. It was, but no, he's exactly right, because as soon as I seen that, I went like, no way, for $100 I can burn mugs. Now what you have to do is there's a distance between there's a distance that you have to measure between the laser and the bottom. I don't remember what it is, but I looked it up. So in other words, when I set this thing in that turns the mugs left and right, I will have to measure it with a mug in it, so that I have to put like blocks underneath all 4 feet to raise them up that distance. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
I get it.
So in other words, I have to raise the body of the laser up in the air a certain distance to get that measurement for that particular to get that measurement for that particular cup. So but I'm like, powder coat is just powder paint. Yes, and you're right. Powder coat is just powdered paint that's burnt on with electricity. Yes, Brenda, you're right. What they do is you have a piece of metal, and it's energized with electricity. So when you spray the paint on, it attracts to that metal and sticks to it. And then you put it in an oven and you bake it. If you will remember, we had who does the mugs all the time. I had him on my show.
What's his name? Chad?
Chad.
Is it Chad? It's Mancrafting is what it is.
Mancrafting, yes. Mancrafting was on my show, and he showed us the process of being able to powder coat something. So yes. And then you can take that mug after you've powder coated it and put it into the laser on that little turntable thing, and then you can engrave it with your initials or whatever you want on it.
Aussie Man wants to know, what if the cup is tapered?
What do you mean tapered? I don't understand what he means.
Smaller at the bottom.
Yeah.
And he get when Russ is,
then you would have to set it for one or the other. It can't. It won't distinguish. Hold that up again, Brenda. All right. See how hers goes from large at the top to small at the bottom. So you would have to engrave it at the top or the bottom, because it cannot distinguish between the two.
So it couldn't do that slope in the middle.
Right. The slope in the middle would be off.
Okay.
Because it's going to burn at a certain strength on the top and a certain strength on the bottom. It has no capability of alternating. Am I right, Dixon?
Yes, you could actually do that little strip, but you'd have to prop that cup actually on an angle, and then that little strip would be level.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah,
but when he gets his unit, when he puts that mug in there, the left wheels are going to be raised up a little higher so that it's totally level.
Mhm.
Because the outer diameter is bigger, then wheels are going to be down farther, so it'll sit in there perfect.
Yeah, I see. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Very
So what?
interesting.
Yeah. So what he said. What he said.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I hear somebody's doorbell going off. There's
Yeah,
movement.
that was. I think my wife got home.
Uh-oh.
But
oh my goodness, she
Nancy, don't look at the table.
Now, Dixon, I will ask you this much. So this being an LED laser, can I buy, let's say that this laser burn out, but the machine's working perfectly. Can I buy another laser to put on this?
Yes. Yes. But what you did, like we might want to warn people not to buy the cheaper 3 watts or lower, because guess what? Yours is the bigger one, so it's called continuous duty. You can run for 3-4 hours. If you took the smaller one and ran for 3 hours, all of a sudden you look, it heated up and it turned itself off. They overheat.
Okay.
Real small ones overheat and maybe can only run at an hour at a time.
Well, Russell's not going to buy one unless it's 20 watt.
People forget that.
For $200 or $300.
Yeah. I'm not going to buy one unless. So that's pretty cool.
Notice how he didn't say it.
Yep.
And he's
So I was telling them that I bought you with that whirlpool bathtub so you could wash your nasty.
Oh my goodness! All of a sudden, we see a hand come through and go whack.
Yeah.
Well, my wife here.
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, I think
Hi,
you
Nancy.
use it more than
Hey,
me. Don't
Nancy.
y'all think that? Right? He should use it more than I should.
It's
Wow, the show
Nancy
just
and
Oh,
Russ.
that's too much information.
Especially if he's not looking at the wall. Especially if he's looking at it from the wall.
I love it. I have to tell you, that's my favorite thing is that tub.
She loves the tub. It's a whirlpool, and she loves it. And the glass shower I love because I'll walk in there to have to use the bathroom a lot.
I learned one thing that's funny is I went and bought me some bubble baths
Ooh.
because I wanted to have a nice bubble bath. Well, it makes bubbles, so when you add bubbles, it was kind of coming over the top. That was buried in bubbles.
Yeah, when you have a whirlpool bathtub, do not put bubble bath in it.
Right.
Like
I didn't know that could happen. So
it was coming over the side. She's going like,
your
"Hey,
jets,
what am I supposed to do?" And I'm like,
your jets will do that. It'll be like a dishwasher.
More useful information, folks. This is why you watch this show.
Exactly.
yes.
No.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not live. No.
You didn't know we were live?
Oh, we are so live.
Oh, we are so live.
What is
Nancy,
it? There's
only
21 people watching.
people on the show right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 21.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't say anything about dirty ass or something like that. I mean, you could have said that.
We'll leave that one for him. I'm a little more censored.
Well,
Yeah,
not,
she is a little more offended, but
not this guy right here.
that was so funny. It was like she was like, "I want to do a bubble bath tonight." I never even thought about it either. And the next thing I know, her yelling, and she go in there, and the bathtub is overflowing with bubbles.
That
And I'm
pump
like,
will.
yeah, obviously you can't put bubble bath in a whirlpool. Nope, that's not gonna happen.
See you later, Jimbo.
Bubbles out of that tub.
But the glass shower is like,
We're live. How do y'all put up with this?
Yeah, Michelle Marcoux.
We get threatened a lot.
She's live and live.
It's okay. I get threatened a lot too. So.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, when she's in the shower, I have to pee a lot.
Oh my God!
Wow.
In the shower.
Have you heard TMI? Too much information. Isn't this woodworking show?
Oh,
Not
okay.
anymore.
Woodworking is
Well,
not.
Oh, it's wood show. Yes.
Where's the wood?
I see this going in the wrong direction. Talking about wood now.
Yeah,
I better go.
the Woody show.
Family show.
That's
We have
the
children
awards
that
we give
watch-
out at the end of the year, the Woodies.
We'll make it the Nancy Woodworking Show.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, the Woody
Nancy
show.
Woodworking Show.
This-
It wouldn't last long because I really don't know much about wood.
We keep gaining viewers, Russ.
Oh,
We're gaining viewers.
Oh, it depends on the species how hard it is.
and
Oh my
at
God!
what point of the night did we leave the rails?
This show just went.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
Okay, here we go.
Is that the Russ adjustment?
I'm trying to bring some wood into the conversation.
You already did a while ago.
That was the attitude adjustment tool.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, Ben it is.
Woo!
Got a fan on you?
I know I got a fan. I got the air conditioner on, but it's still hot.
Is it snow?
JJE says best show ever.
Anybody got snow out there? She wants to know.
Not
Not
yet.
by us.
Get over here. Come on.
Not yet.
Anybody
Coming
got
Monday.
Huh?
Yeah.
We're supposed,
Gonna have snow here Monday.
yeah, we're
Monday?
supposed to get snow Monday or Tuesday.
I'm down here now. We get no snow.
Yeah.
And not only are we supposed to get snow Monday or Tuesday, but our roof is being replaced, and they got it about half done.
I've been
And so
there.
now I'm waiting to. I don't know when they'll be back because
In the
they
spring.
can't work on it when it's snowing. So,
You'll have a white Christmas in the living room.
Yeah, I was gonna
oh
say.
no, they got it.
in
They
your
what
house
they
and
do
take
is that.
pictures?
Yeah, if you have snow in your house, we want pictures.
Well,
Yeah.
they only do what they can cover in
Oh,
a
yeah.
day.
How big is your
But
house?
here's the one that here's something that's funny is when I redid our bathroom because I had to move so much plumbing and everything.
Oh,
I
did
had
you
to
redo your
actually
bathroom?
the bathroom, my bathroom. So I had to actually cut through the ductwork. So there is no heat going into our bathroom anymore. So I have to run another. I have to cut. And I told her the other day, I said, you know what? Monday morning, it's going to be like 40 degrees here. I know for y'all, it's not cold. For us, 40 degrees is freezing our ass off.
No.
Yeah.
So I got to put the ductwork back in there in order to have heat in the bathroom. Otherwise, her butt's going to be cold when she tries to get the whirlpool in there.
When we get 40 degrees, I have a hat, I have gloves, I have a jacket,
Yeah, that's cold.
and I see people from up north at the beach. How is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nancy, I might be new here, but at 40 degrees, I might consider putting socks on. That's about it.
Can you imagine Chris walking around with socks and nothing else on?
If my feet are
Oh, I don't want to imagine that.
Oh, yeah, you do, but
It
much
was
information.
an itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
We're back to wood.
You don't remember? It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. That was the song I was singing.
Who's gonna
yeah,
believe that?
right. Sure.
My boss lives in Colorado and they had a snowstorm.
Colorado.
Yep.
Who wants to live in Colorado?
Yeah, it's
I don't
supposed to be
know.
pretty much to that here on Monday. They're saying 40-mile-an-hour winds and snow and more snow, and then it's going to snow.
And I was telling her, I told Brenda, I said she watches your post.
I'm always laughing. He's like, "What's so funny?" I said, "You didn't see me."
Yeah, she watches your posts. She loves you.
I try to keep people laughing every day.
Well, she has most of y'all. She has most of y'all. I said most of y'all. It was a joke.
Well, I don't want to seem like a stalker and go invite your friends to be my friends. But if everybody wants to be my friend,
well, sure.
I be your friend.
Yep.
We'll be your friend.
Yeah.
We got to know how to get a hold of you to tell on him.
Yeah.
He sent message to me.
Yeah. Tell on me for what?
Oh, that took a while.
I ain't done nothing wrong.
Oh, he's behaved himself tonight.
Look. She's out promoting it.
Thumbs up, boys and
Smash it.
girls.
Smash it.
Subscribe and hit the bell. So don't forget that. Thank you,
We
sweetheart.
only have 19, folks. Come on.
I'll be in there a little bit.
Yeah, we've been losing people.
And there's 19 watching.
Bye, everyone. It was good talking to you.
Bye, Nancy. Have a
Bye.
nice
Stay
day.
there,
Nancy.
Be good.
I'll try.
She'll try.
You know what? I'm married to him, so that's really asking a lot.
Yeah, it makes it tough. We know.
We know. Believe me. We know.
Yes. So, yeah, that's my significant other.
As we say in the Irish community, the better half.
The better half, yes. She brings out the best in me. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But, okay, so
Anyways.
I'm sorry I have not been attentive as much as I should be in the chat tonight. But if you have any more questions, we're going to be on here for a few more minutes and we're getting out of here. So if you have any more questions, now's the time.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Speak now, forever hold your peace. Yep, because we're 9:18, so we're fixing to cut out here. But once again, that laser, if you can catch it on sale for $200, which I did on Amazon Prime. I'm an Amazon. I love Amazon. I hate to say it. I love Amazon. But they gave me the $100. They had Amazon Prime Day, and that was $100 off, and I got it, and I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. It's worth the $200. The laser gerbil software comes with it for free. You have to have a computer, and you have to have a USB port to be able to plug into it. So my laptop has obviously USB ports, and so I was able to hook right to it. And the laser gerbil, whatever you want to call it, found it just like that. As soon as I plugged it in and turned it on, it found it and told me what I had. So it was a very easy. There's tons of videos on YouTube out there dealing with the laser gerbil and how to use it on YouTube. That's the first thing I did was go on there and start watching videos. So there's tons of free information out there on YouTube. There are videos out there on how to use laser gerbil, however you want to call it. They're all out there. So it's not like a rocket scientist. If you can watch a video, you can learn. And I did.
Cool.
I think the advantage that I had was I have a CNC. So instead of the speed is the same, but instead it's the depth and how much the bit will plunge into the wood this is how bright you want the laser for the cutting. So it's pretty much the same, and I understood it very well because it was so adaptive. I have a CNC, so that was easy for me to figure out. I'm glad that Dixon pointed out tonight that if you have one of these cheaper lasers like I have, you don't need the light burn. That's, once again, Dixon, when you express that to what you said about that.
Yes, that light burn is really for like a Rudy controller on a 40K, which is a 40-watt CO2 laser, and this Gerbil software. You can do everything you need to do with that Orature laser.
Yes. So I downloaded Lightburn for free for the 30-day trial, and it exactly what he said. It's like I set a few settings in it, and it did. I went back to Laser Gerbil because it was like, all right, it wasn't working for me. But I understand what you're saying is now. Yes, it's for the higher end laser, so to speak.
Yep, it's like taking your Chevy truck engine and sticking it on your lawnmower.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. So for $300, $299, I got this. I've been playing with it. I love it. I've got the thing coming that will rotate the cups, the mugs, and everything for it. If this thing crapped out after 6 months or a year, let's say 6 months, still, I've got my money's worth for that amount. You know what I'm saying? I've got my money's worth. So it's like, this is a real inexpensive, if you want to get involved in a laser, way to go. And because it works good, it works straight out of the box, and so I'm impressed. I was really impressed when I put it together. Now you have to assemble it. Yes, you do. It's not that hard. They have, not only with the software they send you to their website, which includes graphics and videos. They have videos on how to assemble this thing piece by piece from start to end. So that's another plus. I mean, you can go online and actually watch a video on the guy assembling one of these. So if you have any questions, they have the answer. So that, I was impressed by that too. Actually, when I downloaded the software, it came in with, it said videos here, and I clicked on it. Hey, there was a guy sitting there. Well, take this out of the box and do this and lay this over here. And I was like, holy crap. Yeah, that's pretty impressive that they went through that amount of stuff to show you how to be able to even put it together. So it was really impressive.
Hey, Russ, post after the show when the video posts up. Can you put a link to that machine?
Yes, I will.
Right.
I'll put a link to it. I will.
Yeah, somebody out there might be interested in getting started too.
Yeah, I mean, for $300, it's like you have to catch it on sale because it's normally like $400, but for like I said, I had that Black Friday deal, and I'm impressed. I am really impressed. I don't promote cheap Chinese crap normally, and I really don't. But if this is cheap Chinese crap, it works. This is one of those things you can say it works. So, yeah.
Yeah, the control board that's running that is just a simple Arduino Nano, a real tiny Arduino Nano. And it's just doing the G code just like your CNC, only smaller setup.
Yeah. So
I know. I give it a whirl myself after I get the shop set up.
Yeah, I mean, for that amount of money, you can't beat it. It, does the 400 by 430 millimeters. You can't beat it for the price and for what it does. And like I said, if it craps out in 6 months or a year, I mean, after all I've done with it and I'm going to be able to do with it, it's worth it. It almost worth when it craps out just buying another one. I mean, you think about it. If all I'm going to do is what I'm going to use this for, and let's say this is $400, I can buy 100 of these for $4,000.
Yeah.
And then daisy chain them and see what happens.
Yeah.
There you go.
My point is, or buy one of the the other big ones for that amount of money for one time. But you get my point. If you want to get involved in this, this isn't a cheap, easy way to go, and it will work. This one works.
You buy the cheap one, you buy the one, and you see what that does. And if that does enough, you might build on that and then get a bigger one or a bigger one and a bigger one.
And that's what I plan on doing later on down the road. But this is getting my feet wet, so to speak.
Because how many people have bought 3D printers and there they are, right? They,
Yep, mine's sitting over there, and I ain't done.
Yeah, and that's not really what I'm saying. But I mean, and then expand it out, to get bigger and better.
Chris is retired now, so he can. Once he gets the shop set up, you'd have a blast with this because it's going to open up a whole different with all your woodworking. Now you can engrave things on them projects that you're making and really make them pop.
That's what I was thinking.
You're right, exactly. It's exactly what I asked about printing on the curve of the surface. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you did nothing more than, let's say, my scroll saw projects, right?
Yeah.
If I did nothing more than flip it over and put it underneath there and sign my name, or put like this was made by Russ Clarity or something on the back of it, a little burn in, because you can get it to the size of a quarter without any problem. It's worth that.
Right. I mean, right now, I do, beer mugs. I put a shamrock on it, but I do that by drawing it out and then by hand burning in the pattern.
Yes,
it takes forever, but that would be definitely speed up.
That's all the show was about tonight. Was about this, and it's worth it. It's worth
about
it.
20 watts.
Now we're gonna need a demo, Russ. You have to do a demo.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth the even though I don't give a flip what Dixon says. It's mine's 20 watts.
That was Al.
It's burning 20 watts of power, baby.
Al is always behind it.
That's right. And don't you forget it.
All right, we're cutting out of here. We're heading out tonight. I appreciate everyone being out here. Aussie man, when a girl has no name. All y'all being out there, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you, Brenda, Paul, Al, Dixon, and Chris. I appreciate y'all being on here tonight. And I think this was a pretty good show as far as if you want to get one of these or get your feet wet, this is probably the way you want to try to go, because I was hesitant at first. $300 is $300. I mean, it's not like you're going to the store and buying a 12-pack. $300 is a hefty amount of change, but
it's like 20 12-packs.
Yeah, it is definitely everything I expected and more out of it. So yeah.
Well, when you decide that you want to demo it, be sure to put it on the dining room table.
Right.
Because that's where we want to see the demo from.
Yes. Yeah.
We want to see it burn into the table.
Hey, like I said, I wasn't stupid enough to put it on there. And she has a beautiful red burgundy tablecloth that goes over the table.
Ooh.
And yeah, I know when I put it together, and I went like, self, if you turn this thing on and it burns through her tablecloth, I'm getting my butt beat. So I went out and got a piece of cardboard and laid it down and turned it on. And sure enough, it went, and I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
Is it like that James Bond movie where he's laying on the thing and the laser's coming up between his legs?
Yeah. I was like, if that had done it in her tablecloth,
there you go. There you go.
And Bond says,
that's what I got. That's what's on order.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I think I might have to buy one of those yet. That's one thing I didn't get into.
I got it for $99.
Yeah,
on Amazon. So that's what it's doing. So anyway, that's it. that's going. We're out of here. So thank you, everyone. So if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy. You're too darn busy. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. My hair's kind of short though. I got it cut. So good night, everybody. Thank you for watching and God bless.
Good night, everyone. Live long and
Good
prosper.
night, all. And remember, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
What he said.
Nope, you can't. You gotta love.
Finish your drink.